In this video, I'm going to share follow-up ideas for autoresponders to nurture your list. What happens is you're going to have some sort of offer to get people onto your list, and if you need help developing that offer and getting that landing page and all that set up, I can do done with you or done for you service. Just contact me for a quote. So once they get on your list, then you're going to follow up with them with usually, I don't know, your welcome email series is going to range from, 2 to 5 emails depending. And you are also going to, send them some broadcast emails as well. What you typically want to do is have at least 30 days worth of emails, which is probably about 10 emails if you're emailing like every other day, every 2 days, every 3 days. So it's not saying that you have to email daily. Again, that's for if you are in aggressive growth mode. So this is for that. These are ideas to get you through that first 30 days and what you can be nurturing them with beyond that first 30 days on your list, okay? So there are 2 rules that I want you to just live by, breathe, eat, and sleep. Number 1, email frequently, regularly, and consistently. We really covered that in the last video. Go back and watch that if you haven't. You also want to link to something they can buy in every email. Again, this we have talked about, but it's just worth repeating here. End with your name and phone number and a link to buy something at the end. And once again, an email a day keeps poverty away. With an effective emailing strategy, your leads will be coming to you. You will become the hunted instead of the hunter. That is the entire purpose for what we're doing, because email is a great way to establish trust, credibility, authority for people to get to know, like, trust, and remember you, which is why we have to do it regularly, frequently, and consistently. And I think I have to sneeze. Okay. So we've already covered your welcome email, so I'm not going to beat that over the head here, but it's all about welcoming your new subscriber to your list, reminding them to watch a video or whatever, your initial offer was for them for free, whether it was a free training video, a skincare analysis, or whatever. And then you're going to remind them to follow you on social media and to reply to you with any questions. That is so that they continue to get your emails, as we discussed. So this is just a little bit of a recap and reminder. Let them know you'll be sending invites to private trainings, videos, and updates later. Okay, so now we're going to go through about 9 or 10 different email templates. What are you going to write about? So one of the first things you're going to write about to nurture your list is to invite them to training, whether that be in-person training. It does not matter where they live. What they need to know is that they are a part of something bigger than themselves, okay? And so even if there is no training, they don't live where you are sharing the training for, then you can also include in there, hey, if you, no matter where you live, we likely have some sort of training, either on person or in line. Hit me back at this email address and I will look up and let you know where the training is. Or if you are able to provide a nationwide or global list, then yeah, go ahead and share that. The other reason you're doing this is because they may know someone in those places, and you want to put this in your email as well, even if they don't live there. So now you might go from being able to get 1 or 2 people to being able to get multiple people. And and this applies really for whether it's network marketing, direct sales, or traditional business. You want to share what you have going on to as many people in hopes that they also share it with other people to boost your attendance numbers. Okay, and then you also want to allow them to know about, remind them about, tell them about, inform them about virtual training online. It's convenient, and there may be a replay or not, but you want to encourage them to attend live. And there's a whole process that if you need help with, I can help you with that on getting more people on live. Okay, and the second type is you're going to invite people to content as a way to nurture them. You want to invite your subscribers to content that you create or share daily. I want you to think about social media as a superhighway. People are joining, getting on the inbound ramp and the outbound ramp all day long, multiple times a day. And so they're not seeing all of your posts. And so I like to look at it as social media is a way to back up my email because maybe they didn't open and read the email. But I also like to look at email backs up my social media because maybe they didn't see the post and I'm going to share it in my email. I look at email as another form of distribution for my content. The more you follow me and learn from me, you'll learn that I am a big proponent of it's not just about pumping out content. You got to distribute that content because if you're not distributing it, no one else will, and then no one will see it. So if you want more people to see it, you have to distribute it. And email and social media are both ways to distribute content and viable ways that you should be employing. I look at it as a way of mitigating my risk and loss by sharing it more places and multiple times, okay? So you'll want to put it on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, if it makes sense. And this is speaking of your daily content, wherever you're posting, you want to say, hey, check this out. Eventually you do need a blog. I'm going to encourage you to have your own website. Again, inbox me, direct message me for a quote, because you do need your own blog. You need to own a space where your content is going. You need owned media space, okay? Your email should also have a link to a presentation or sales video where they can make a buying decision, okay? The third type is to make a list of all the main benefits of your product or opportunity. You can grab those benefits and advantages directly from your sales page or video, whatever format you use to do your presentation, and create an email around just one benefit at a time and link back to the sales video, hangout presentation, or whatever it was for your content, as well as your contact info and a social media link to answer any questions. One of the number one things you can do for your business online is keep proving to people and assuring them that you are a real person and that they can reach out to you, not 24/7, but that they can reach out to you. I truly believe that has been one of my success points over the last 5 years, is I understood that right away. I had empathy for my buyer and put myself in their shoes and constantly let them know that they can contact me. I woke up to a direct message this morning from Singapore. You would be amazed. That just gives people so much assurance that you're not only a real person, but you're really there to help them. That's one way to make sure you grow a team, is for people to know that you are there to help them. Okay. And you can repeat this. That says 1, but that's gonna be benefit 2. Benefit 3 is an email. Benefit 4, benefit 5 is an email. You're gonna rinse and repeat, okay? And share about your comp plan, your team's resources. You're not necessarily, you can break down the video and do multiple videos, and then you can also have a long video, but just breaking it down, snackable, digestible, like I did with this video series, instead of just one big video, okay? Because people may or may not be likely to come back to it if they can't watch the full thing in one sitting. All right, so another is newsjacking. This is one of my favorite forms of content marketing. When I look at my blog to this day, when I look at my content to this day, especially when I was in the business of makeup, my top content had nothing to do with the company or product. They were industry related. They were, industry related. They were related to makeup and skincare, but they were not product or company related. And I'm going to give you a couple examples. One was Jeffree Star is one of the fastest growing makeup brands out there. He's one of the most searched brands out there. And so like 2016, I believe, he came out with this beautiful liquid velour lipstick shade called Watermelon Soda. And I was like, oh my God, I can totally dupe that by mixing these two lipsticks together, which is going to get me 2 lipstick sales instead of 1. And so it really wasn't even about getting the 2 lipstick sales, it was just getting more people to my website so that I could retarget them and all this other stuff. So I did a quick video and made a blog post titled "Dupe for Jeffree Star Watermelon Soda," and to this day it's not like the top 3, but it is probably in the top 10 or 12 blog posts that I have and most trafficked. And not only that, it is on the first page of Google for that product still, and I no longer even sell makeup and haven't for a year. So, but another example, I did a similar thing when MAC Cosmetics came out with a Taraji P. Henson product line. You know, they always notoriously don't make enough product. You know it's going to sell out. So I quickly made a video and shared dupes for that. So you want to stay in the know. You want to stay on trend. And in the content marketing plan training last month, we went through how to stay on track and be in the trends and know what is going on. And so if you don't have access to that, you need to join Prodigy Creator Society, because that is where that content is currently held until I make it available for sale outside of that. So newsjacking is simple. It's just knowing what's happening and being able to speak to that and eventually tie it back to what you are doing, what you are selling, how you are serving. Okay, so if your product helps people make money from home, summarize a story about layoffs or stagnating wages or an unstable economy. A big one from like last year was when Forbes ran that article about 2018 being the year of the side hustle. That's a great example of newsjacking. And if your product or solution is for losing weight, then you might want to review a story about the state of obesity, heart disease, or how your video helps people find real answers. Okay. So another thing to nurture your list with is email reminders. So if your business conducts scheduled online or in-person events, such as webinars, conference calls, live meetups, or anything else, you can write a quick email inviting and reminding them to attend the event, and always include your link to your main sales page, because you want to make sure you're getting credit for your efforts. Okay. And so include your social media links so they get to you with any questions. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to get people who have been talking to other people. And so that's why one of the first things, because like I said, you know, with an effective email marketing strategy, people are going to be reaching out to you. You're going to become the hunted. Well, other people aren't doing their job, but some of their people are going to end up in your funnel. And so you got to find out right away when you're talking to people if they've been working with anybody else. Because if they have, they need to go back to that person, and I want them off of my list. I'm not going to pay for them to be on my list and convert them for other people. They can continue with me if they want to now work with me, but they have to have a conversation with that other person. Okay. This is huge. Social proof, sending out success stories. You can write a quick email about a recent sale, commission, or positive result in your business or on your team, and use it to invite the subscriber to call you with any questions or to review the short video that's helping so many people finally get results online or in their business. You can direct to a video or use a screenshot posted to your social media for social proof. I do this all the time. If I help someone with Facebook ad results, then I include a screenshot of that. You know, anyone having success from what they've learned in Influence Booster, I share those screenshots. So any success story. And remember, if you are building some sort of leveraged opportunity, share success on your team. They want to know that it's not just you having success. They want to know that other people on your team are having success. And it's not always about the people making tons and tons of money. Sometimes and often you need to show that struggling single mom who just made her first $100, who made her first $200, $300, you know, that family that was near foreclosure, being able to save their home. Those are the types of stories that move the needle. All right, and this is one of my favorite to do, is a series or a mini course. Keep them coming back to open and read your emails with a multi-part series or mini course. So this follows that same principle of, you know, leaving that PS at the bottom. And it makes sense. It that really works in general, but it's like on steroids when the two emails are kind of linked to each other and relate to each other. So I'm going to give you an example. A couple years ago, I did a 3-part blog series on foundations. And this is when I was in makeup. So the first was how to choose the right foundation for your skin type. The second is how to choose the right foundation for your skin tone. And the third was how to flawlessly apply foundation. Okay. And so each of these emails was not just regurgitating what was in the blog post, but remember the purpose of the email is to get them to click over to the blog post. So you got to kind of, back up and think about, okay, what do I need to say? What would I want to hear that would make me click this and actually go read the blog post? But those are great. If you're like a content creator or service provider, it can be some sort of mini course that you can do for free. And yeah, do some of your best stuff for free because people will be like, wow, if that's free, imagine if I paid them. Okay. And then at the end of all of this, it's just rinsing and repeating, right? So that's about 9 emails, 9 different types of emails. That should get you through your first 30 days along with your welcome series and your first email, which is delivering the goods. So, and if you are doing the different benefits, that actually can be like your first month and a half worth of emails that you can and should write by the end of this boot camp, or at least have put a dent into it. I do like to batch write my emails, be out ahead a good week or two. That way you never kind of fall off. And you are consistent. That's another way to stay consistent. So rinse and repeat and rotate them out. There's always going to be new success stories. There's always going to be new social proof. And just because you sent an email this morning, if something great happens this afternoon, send that second email. Even if you're not in aggressive growth mode, I will even say that. Like normally I wouldn't send you 2 emails in a day, but this is too good for me not to send this to you. Okay. So that is video 2. I will see you in the final and last video coming up.